Welcome, everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football after. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. That's complete to Tony. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
and they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. Switch.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Nifty move. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr going to throw. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll buy some time right, letting one go deep for the end zone.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On first down, Jacobs. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
What now? 618.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards remain for second down.
Card out a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On play action, now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Jacobs again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Raiders 14, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. Dances by him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Jones going to get this out wide to Tony.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, here's Barkley. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On 1st and 10, Jones. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Check 26, check 26. Check 13, check 13.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, what a move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Second and 10.
On play action, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Las Vegas.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Carr to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Come on now, let's go.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and 7.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he rips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. after an incomplete pass on second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground? And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Carr.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Love. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
Missed.
He will not go down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So the ball's moved to about one after the...
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again, it's Drake, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. A first down carry for Barkley. Shrugs him off. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have...
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Jones following the fumble recovery, he'll throw, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Carr. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr. Got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Second and 8. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Jones now on 3rd down. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just had 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 4th down. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win will help them keep pace in the playoffs.